Hey everybody, it's Lisa from Lisa Bug Fitness and Yoga. It's time for another update on total knee replacement. I am almost 8 months post-op. Today is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day everybody. It is May 12th and I had my surgery on September 18th, so just a few days I'll be crossing that 8-month mark. And I have to say that I have turned a huge corner. I'm finally starting to feel almost normal with this knee. It's not as strong. I've got a way to get back with my strength, but I'm not having that pinching pain in the patellar tendon in the kneecap that I was suffering from for so long. And I saw my surgeon, Dr. Mayer, 2 weeks ago tomorrow, and had a follow-up and told him kind of about all of this stuff that had been happening and how I was really struggling with my recovery. And he said, Lisa, you have to remember how bad your knee was before we fixed it, how severe the knock knee, the valgus was, and it was not just a run-of-the-mill total knee replacement. So he said, first of all, stop comparing yourself to other people that have had knee replacements. Do not listen to that. Stay off the internet. And here I am on the internet giving you my opinion and my experience. But it's hard not to compare yourself with other people, right? He said, I told him about this pain that I'd been having in the patellar tendon, and I'd been kind of self-diagnosing myself with patellar tendonitis, with Hoffa's fat pad syndrome. A physical therapist told me he thought it was mechanical and maybe my kneecap was tracking incorrectly, and Dr. Mayer kept just smiling at me and shaking his head no, because no, that wasn't it, no. So he took an x-ray, and the replacement is beautiful. It's exactly where it should be. The kneecap is tracking properly. The cement is holding beautifully. He said, what you've been experiencing is just soft tissue healing that takes a really long time. And he said, you're right where you should be. I'm pleased with your range of motion. He said, I never thought you'd be able to bend your knee as far as you can bend it. So that's a thumbs up. And I have that full extension. He said, range of motion is great. Your strength is coming back. It just takes a while. He said, you're not going to want to hear this, but at about 7 to 8 months post-op, you're really about halfway through a full recovery on this total knee replacement. So I felt really great after I went in, but I told him, you know, in the past few weeks and months, I've been starting to feel some pain in my right hip. And I haven't said much to you guys about this. I kind of thought maybe it was because my gait was off, I wasn't walking right, but my right hip has really been hurting, and it's been getting worse very quickly. So I asked him if we could do an x-ray for that. He said yes, and then he said, let me show you why your hip hurts. Pulled up the x-ray, totally bone on that hip joint. There's no space, there's no cartilage at all in the hip. So he said, you know, we don't have to jump to this right away. Maybe we can do some different medications, anti-inflammatories. Maybe we can do an x-ray guided cortisone shot, you know, just kind of stave this off for a while. But to be honest, I don't want to fart around with all this stuff. It's just going to get worse. A cortisone injection, if you have that, you have to wait at least 3 months to have a hip replacement. So I don't want to get into that issue again like I did with my knee. So I'm trying a couple of these anti-inflammatories, but truly I believe that in about a month I'm going to go back and see him and talk seriously about replacing the right hip and get it on the schedule. So there's no reason to put it off. So I think at about the end of the summer, I'll be tackling the hip replacement. That'll be about a year after total knee for me, and I think that'll work out just great. And what I've heard from folks, so many people, is that a hip replacement is a breeze in comparison with the knee. And as hard of a time as I had with this total knee replacement, I'm sure it's going to be so much easier to get this hip done. So I just want to get back to being me, and so I guess I've got another joint replacement in my future coming up, and I will keep all of you posted on how that's going. In the meantime, I've been back to all of my classes at the Y and the virtual Y, and I'm going to see how my hip kind of does with the classes that I have on the schedule and play it by ear. I might have to make some adjustments, but we'll see. That's what life's all about, right? modifying, making adjustments, and doing the best that we can. So just wanted to let you guys know how things are going. I'm thinking about everybody. Thank you for following along with me, especially my fellow knee replacement peeps. It's nice to have this connection. It's a journey, and it's nice to have somebody who's walking it along with you, even just on YouTube. So I appreciate all of you so very much. All right, I'll talk to you next time, everyone. Stay strong. See you soon.